Hey, what's going on guys? It's Amir, and in this video I want to talk to you about my 4-month transplant update from Istanbul, Turkey. And I want to share with you all the challenges that I've faced in the past 4 months, the goods, the ups, downs, and what I'm expecting in the future in the next coming months in terms of results and how I expect my hair to be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So before we talk about the results and the update, a lot of you guys always ask me in my past videos, hey, what's the facility you went to? Where did you get your hair transplant from? What's a good place to get your hair transplant done from? Where did you get it? So just for the sake of clearance, I got my hair transplant done from Vera Clinic. I always have their information linked in the description below, so you can always go ahead and check it out. So if you're interested in a transplant, definitely go ahead and hit them up and you can get more information on that. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the update, the transplant. So I got about 5,000 grafts transplanted using the Sapphire FUE method. I basically needed hair over here, which is my temples. I needed some added density because my current hair was thinning, and my biggest area of concern was my crown, which is still in the process of growing and developing. And I want to tell you, so far this 4-month journey ever since my transplant has been extremely life-changing. And I couldn't believe how much hair and how drastically your hair can change just within a matter of a few months. And especially when I first saw how I looked right here, where I was, fresh off into my 2nd month, I was like, there's no way my hair can actually even grow this long and, look like this. Especially when I was going through my shedding phase, I was like, man, this is gonna be a good minute till I actually get some hair growth. And lo and behold, we're just, 2 months out from that phase of our hair transplant, and we're already over here. And as you can see, we're clearly looking a whole lot better than our month 2 of our shedding phase. In order for me to go ahead and amplify and enhance my results, I was using some of the multivitamins I was provided by Vera Clinic, the hair growth shampoo, the serum. I was using Rogaine as well, which is my daily regimen, as well as finasteride, in order to ensure that we're not having any further hair loss, especially after this traumatic of a hair loss experience that we've had thus far. My goal is to not take any steps backwards at this point and just do everything I can, put my pedal to the metal when it comes to doing everything I can to preserve my current hair, and in order for me to enhance the hair growth from the hair transplant that I got done a few months back. Now, what has changed? What has grown? So let's talk about results now. As you may know or not know, when it comes to getting a hair transplant, the majority of your results will start from the front and then slowly work its way back. That's what I was told by the clinic, and that's what I've seen from a lot of people who have gotten their own hair transplant done, whether it's from the US or whether from Turkey, Germany, wherever. That's just the nature of hair transplants. So that's exactly what happened with me as well. So the good news is, towards the end of month number 3, I was starting to see these teeny bits of hair growth. I'll throw a picture of it up over here, and I was like, okay, good. That is a good sign of some new growth coming in. And then I was starting to feel a lot of pimples up here, right? And that kind of gave me a little bit of a concern. I was like, hey, I don't want to be facing maybe a potential infection, or am I doing anything wrong? And then I did some research on it, and I realized that that is exactly what's supposed to be happening, because those pimples that are growing around your hair, that's actually hair growth underneath those pimples that is just ready to burst out. And that was actually a positive sign that your hair transplant is working and you're about to see some hair growth. So that kind of calmed me down a bit, and I even uploaded a video last month on my month 3 update sharing this concern with you guys, and someone even left a comment which was kind of interesting. They said that, hey, they used to get excited every time they would see pimples, or they would feel pimples on their head, because they knew that there was more hair growth coming. And I do feel some of them right over here still, just a tad bit, and then I do feel some ingrown hairs in the back of this area. So that means that in the next coming few weeks and obviously months, there's going to be even more hair growth coming in, and this is just the beginning. So as you guys can see, there was definitely not as much hair over here in the beginning when I was going through my month 4 update, and all of this hair right here, this is all new hair growth. I did not have this at all, as well as the same thing over here. We're seeing this is all new transplanted hair, and this is all mainly new, and this literally came in the past 3 weeks, which is extremely exciting and rewarding to see. Right now, again, I have no product in my hair at all. So this, again, all of this is all new. All of this is all new hair growth. And in terms of my crown, now my crown, it is kind of interesting because although it may look pretty much the same, when I do look at it and compare it to the pictures that I took before, it does look a tad bit more dense. That means there's just a little bit of hair that is starting to spur out, and I also feel some ingrown hairs in the back, which is again a good thing, meaning that there's going to be even more hair growth coming in the next few weeks to come. Typically from the results that I've seen from other people, they say that they start to experience hair growth in their crown area around month 6 through 8, so that's when I'm going to set my hopes higher for this area. But as far as my hairline goes, this is pretty freaking amazing right here. Just this right here is absolutely insanely amazing. I don't have any hair products in my hair at all. This is my natural hair. So that's right here, this is just the starting. This is just the beginning of the hair growth. And as the months go on, I believe in month 5 through 6, this is gonna get long and thick, and there's gonna be even more hair coming in, meaning that it's going to just blend in naturally with my hair. So if you guys saw my last video where I was showing you what thick fiber looks like, or where hair growth fibers look like, when I put those fibers in right here, that is exactly how my hair is going to look in the next 6 to 8 months, which is absolutely amazing. I would say one of the biggest epiphanies I've had after getting a hair transplant is that time really does fly. Like, I used to think like, man, 4 months is gonna take forever. It's gonna be a hot minute till I actually see hair growth and whatnot, but in reality, it's really not that long of a time, as long as you're not focusing on it at all points of your life, at all periods, and you have your attention towards something else. For me, for the past 4 months, I've just been going to the gym, working out, and just focusing on building other areas of my life. It's not that bad, man. Again, if you're getting fades to style your hair or to make your hair look a little bit more proportionate, or if you're wearing better clothes, or even covering your head, it's really not that big of a deal. And before you know it, you're gonna start seeing hair growth like this. And for me, this is absolutely unreal. And even growing up, it was hard for me to grow hair in these temple areas, and just after 4 months now, I'm seeing hair growth over here, which is again crazy. And it gets me so damn excited to know that this is only the beginning. These are just the baby hairs, if you want to call it, and I'm going to be looking back at this even 4 months from now, which is going to mark my 8-month journey on this hair transplant. And I'm going to look back at this like, wow, I was such a baby, and now look at my hair growth now. So again, me referring back to my old videos of my 2 and 3 month mark, where I was looking ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I was like, man, dude. I was like, wow, if I rode that through from here on now, the only way is up. So again, this is just part of the journey. This is part of the process. And if you're thinking of taking that next step towards getting your hair transplant procedure, my biggest advice to you is to do it sooner than later. You will not regret it. The way that I personally see it, in my opinion, is that yeah, sure, you can wait till you're in your 30s, till you're a prime candidate for a hair transplant, and you can go about that. But in reality, are you really gonna care about how your hair looks when you're even that old? Or is it something that's a concern or a burning insecurity of yours that you're boggled by right now? Obviously, right now, when you're young is when your hair matters to you most. So why not take action now and look and feel your best now? And then maybe in the future, when your hair is no longer a priority to you, you can afford to lose hair. You can afford to lose it all. You can just be like, hey, I'm just aging, and it's cool. But for me personally, I don't want to look like I'm in my 30s when I'm in my 20s, or in my 40s worse when I'm in my 20s. I want to look my age, or if not better. So for me, this has been, again, me reflecting on this whole journey for the past 4 months. When I went to Turkey, I got LASIK and I got a hair transplant, and I think these are the best 2 investments I've made into myself. I look a lot better, I can see better, I feel better. Me just speaking from sheer excitement of the hair growth that I've seen in the past, it is something that you'll absolutely not regret. And as time goes on, you're only gonna look better and better and better. So again, if you guys are on the fence of getting your hair transplant done, whether it's Turkey or whether it's over here, just go ahead, pull the trigger, get it done. And then the funny thing is, a lot of you guys are actually on the fence. Even right now, when I'm walking on the street, I see so many of you guys coming up to me like, hey, you're Amir from YouTube, like you got your hair transplant, how's that coming in? And I can see that a lot of you guys are on the fence of doing this. So why not just do it, right? And that's my advice for most people. Based on what the doctor analyzes and thinks that you are a good candidate, what are you waiting for? Literally, what are you waiting for? So this was my biggest learning experience, biggest epiphany. And again, I'm really happy and excited to know how my hair is turning out. I'm excited to give you guys my 5-month update and my 6-month update and 8th month and 1 year and everything that comes with, you know, this whole hair transplant journey that I decided to take on. And again, it's something I'm very happy, very content with, and I'm glad I did it. And that's why I'm giving you a little spiel, if you want to call it, in terms of getting the best results for your hair and looking and feeling your best. So this was my 4-month update for you guys on my hair transplant journey. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys thought about my results so far. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you have any specific questions regarding your transplant, you can email me at my personal email, which I'll have in the description below, so you can go ahead and contact me. And if you're looking to get a hair transplant, I'll leave all the contact information of the hair transplant clinic I went to in Turkey called Vera Clinic in the description below as well, so you can go ahead and contact them to see if you're a good candidate. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.